All right. Cool. What's up, NDC Oslo? You guys okay if we take a selfie for you for the folks back in Australia? We've come all the way from Brisbane. Is that cool? Okay, great. Thanks. Ready? Jump in. Okay, we're going to turn around this way. And we're going to catch all these fabulous people behind us in here. Awesome. Thank you. So this talk is called Making Magic. I'm Josh Wulf from Brisbane, Australia. I was originally born in New Zealand. Now I live in Australia. I started coding when I was 10 years old, and between the years 2004 to 2014, I helped build the world's first billion-dollar open-source software company at Red Hat, and a big part of my job there was integrating JBoss into our engineering backplane when we acquired them, and I'm one of the founders of Magikcraft.
Are you going to first? Okay. Hey, my name's Prahlad Wulf. I'm 14 years old. I was originally born in Peru, but now I live in Australia. I am a Coder Dojo Youth mentor, and I'm the youngest speaker at NDC. And in 2 days' time, I will be presenting at Coder Dojo's coolest projects in Dublin, Ireland.
Thank you. So, Magikcraft, we teach kids to code JavaScript and Minecraft using the metaphor of magic. And magic is a power that allows people to do impossible things by saying special words, and that's what computer programming is. Magikcraft is the URL, www.magikcraft.io, and if you want to try it out, it's freely available for you to play with. You can go to start.magikcraft.io, and you might ask the question, why JavaScript? Because JavaScript is the furry, rodent-like mammal of programming languages. It's everywhere, and it will survive the apocalypse. And not only that, it will probably even cause it. So that's why JavaScript. It's like it runs everywhere. It's a great language for kids to learn. Our commitment with Magikcraft is that kids discover the power of code through joyful play. And part of the way that we do that is we create world records. So this is a world record that we set in February on the Gold Coast of Australia with 30 kids at Microsoft Ignite. It's the most zombies killed in Minecraft in 10 minutes using JavaScript Lightning. Very competitive space, but we obviously have what it takes. And we actually set a world record 2 nights ago here in Oslo, Norway, with 30 Norwegian kids. It's the most Minecraft zombies killed in a 10-minute period using JavaScript fireballs. So we don't break world records, we set world records, because breaking a world record means taking it away from other kids, and we believe that there's plenty to go around. And the background commitment that we have behind what we're doing here, and I think this is really important as software developers, like we really do have magical powers. Like we can literally create something from nothing by saying special words, am I right? And our commitment, what we want to do, what we want to create out of what we're doing is that every child in the world gets to experience that I'm valuable, that there's something that I am the best in the world at, and that I can make a difference. And so that is what we say is magic, the power that allows people to do impossible things by saying special words. A little bit about the technology stack that we use in Magikcraft. We're using all of the cloud providers, so we got backing from Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and is there another one? Amazon, Google, Microsoft, IBM. We use TypeScript, we use React, GraphQL, IBM Cloud Ant. We use the serverless framework for some stuff. We use Node. We even use the D programming language, Docker containerization, MySQL database. We use Java, obviously, because Minecraft. We use Jenkins for continuous integration. We use this cool thing called Speedus. Has anyone heard of Speedus before? I was in a thanks. I was in a talk by one of the guys from Ozcode this morning. He was talking about containerization. So what Speedus does is, if I can get to my, how do I exit out of this?
Alt-tab.
No, that's not working. Okay, that does work. Here we go. Speedus, yeah. It's from some guys in Spain, and what it does is when you have Dockerized applications in different Docker containers running on the same host, and they use HTTP to communicate with each other through the TCP/IP stack, what it does is it subverts that, and so they communicate with each other through Linux sockets. So it's super fast. When you're killing 13,584 zombies in 10 minutes, you need that kind of performance. So that's why we use that ice.net. I can get rid of this. Ding. And I want to go back to this. Cool. And then the other thing that we use is GitHub social coding. So we've integrated Magikcraft deeply with GitHub. What we want is in 10 years' time, kids to be rolling into a job interview and go, yo, I've been committing to GitHub for the last 10 years. What's up? So we immediately have their code going to GitHub, and we have that collaboration. One of the things that I got from teaching kids to code is that, the way coding's normally taught in university is kind of like it's golf, right? It's an individual at a keyboard solving a problem. But in reality, it's more like football. It's more like a team sport, and it's the collaboration, the competition, and the cooperation that really makes the difference. So we want to start kids learning that right from the get-go. Minecraft's a multiplayer game, so it's perfect for that. Live demo time. Let's hope this works. Okay, take this out. Okay, this is completely unrehearsed. It's really live. It's not at all recorded. Okay, so join Magikcraft. I'm going to go into Magikcraft. Connecting to the server. I wonder if I have network connection here. NDC 2017. Ping 8.8.8.8. Okay, so it's not running.
It's
It is? Very slowly. Okay, so while that's loading, I will continue talking to provide some light entertainment.
Should use Windows.
This is what the spellbook looks like. It's a spellbook. It's a micro IDE in the web browser. It uses TypeScript in the background, but the kids are coding in JavaScript because we found that 80% of coding errors, especially for kids, are spelling mistakes. And I was like, dude, I didn't come to teach them how to spell. I'm going to turn on the TypeScript, linting so that it will check to see if variables actually exist, rather than silently initializing some undefined variable, and then the kid's like, why my code doesn't work? Still loading the terrain. I think it's going to take too long to load, so we might skip over that live demo aspect. You can take my word for it. In the game, what they do is they find magic words in there, and they type them in their console, and then they magically appear in their spellbook. And what this is it's like micro pieces of content, API documentation. The most basic thing that they can do is they can, let's have a look. Learn how this demonstrates how to write a spell. See if this will work. No, he needs an internet connection to work. Oh no, here we go. So they get a spell in their spellbook. It has a description of what it does, examples of how to use it. You just copy the example to create the new spell. So you make your editor look like that one. Click on next. Write the spell in here like this. So they just type it in there. They can even cut and paste it. And once they do that, they unlock the full Stack Overflow programmer achievement. They have 80% of what they need to know to be a professional software developer. Once they've written the spell in there, they click Save Spell. It gives them a message. Go to Minecraft and type /cast feed me. That runs the spell in Minecraft. They get immediate dramatic effects, like immediate feedback. When I started coding on the Atari 800 XL, I plugged it in my TV, I type in 10 print hello world, enter. And then I'm like, whoa, I made words appear on the TV screen. All my friends were like, that's amazing. But for Prahlad, learning to code in 2017, it takes a little bit more than that. So yeah, you're welcome to try it out. Let me see here. So if I now cast one of my spells that I already have, this is a jump spell, leaps you up into the air. Hopefully it's not going to kill me when I land. Almost did. And I'll show you my fireball spell. I'll show you my chain lightning spell, actually. This is probably the most impressive spell in my arsenal at the moment. We especially use this one. It looks good at night. So I'll change the time to night. And this is really good for the zombie apocalypse when we run that. Time, night. And then I cast my lightning spell. It's kind of excessive, but that's how I like to roll, as you can probably tell. So that's the kind of thing that the kids like to do. We have an API editor in here, so as developers, you can create APIs that the kids can program too. So that's another thing that you can explore. And we're launching the Magikcraft open source platform in Dublin, Ireland on Saturday, June 17th. And we're working with LAR Kids Coding here in Norway to make sure that every Norwegian kid gets to play this for free. So now I want to hand it over to Prahlad to talk about MCT1.
So in 2010, I got type 1 diabetes, which sucks. There's nothing good about it. It's just the worst. And the hospital, which is an integral part of your type 1 diabetes, you go there regularly, and they have to teach you how to manage your diabetes and teach other people how to manage your diabetes because you need help. It's not easy. So when the hospital teaches you all of the information you need, it's not in like easy to read information. It's more convoluted in the shadows. You'll rarely ever understand it. So we decided to create MCT1, Minecraft with type 1 diabetes. Yeah. So it is Magikcraft, but I created it, and it simulates type 1 diabetes in Minecraft, so you can learn how to manage your diabetes and teach other people how diabetes works, because when I first got it, most of my friends were like, you can't eat sugar or any food. Yeah. Yeah. So in 2 days' time, I will be presenting MCT1 to 50 Romanian ninjas and kids from 18 different countries in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah. And like MCT1, like you saw me just make a small little spell there. It's casting lightning. It's kind of fun, right? What we realized after a little while is we had created the easiest way to make Minecraft modifications using nothing but a web browser. And the first thing that got created was Prahlad creating this type 1 diabetes modification, that simulates having type 1 diabetes in there. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see a news report about it. And someone asked me the other day, when did you know that Magikcraft was a success? And I knew that Magikcraft was a success when I saw my son Prahlad on television saying, when they asked him, will this make a difference? And he said, this won't make a difference for me now, but it will make a difference for all of the other kids who get diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. That's when I knew that Magikcraft was a success. So I'm Josh Wulf, this is Prahlad Wulf, and I have something to tell you, Prahlad.
Yes.
I am your father. Thank you.